Katie, we're delighted to have you, and all of us want to express our great appreciation for the Media Research Center and the great work that it does, because we have an internet landscape dominated by nearly monopolistic technology companies who control a vast portion of the flow of information and speech on social media platforms, and they're not always very honest about that control, are they?
For many years, decades, the Media Research Center has tracked the media and traditional media, which is also important. We actually have a Christian genocide report out that came out a couple of years ago about how the media, the three broadcast networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, refused to call the Christian persecution that's happening abroad as genocide.
Genocide.
Yeah. So we've documented that, but now instead of just only focusing on media, it's becoming clearer and clearer that we also need to pay attention to what social media is doing, what the tech giants are doing out there, to expand that, because that's where so many people today, so many Americans, millions, even billions, get their news from. So we need to pay attention to that, and that's where our latest censorship report comes out. It came out this summer, and we document cases of conservatives saying that they've been censored on social media by tech giants. And we put that out, and some of the big names in there are Twitter, Facebook, Google, and YouTube, which is a part of Google, to kind of put the word out there about that.
Yeah. Now, these technology companies are arguing that they are not under the public accommodation responsibilities of the Civil Rights Act. In other words, if you run a hotel, you cannot refuse to provide service to people of all kinds of race, ethnic background, whatever it might be. The telephone companies can't deny service to you to get, for your cell phone or your landline or whatever it might be, internet access. All of these things require public accommodation. But so far, the social media landscape has said, no, we're not a public we're a private platform. But as you've alluded to, a higher and higher percentage of the news consumption of people is through social media, so it looks pretty much like a public platform, doesn't it?
Right, and this is very concerning too, because as Americans are becoming more aware of this, and they need to become more and more aware of this, they need to realize what's happening here and pay attention to this. But a lot of Americans aren't, and so the Media Research Center is calling for three different things. We're calling for transparency. We want to figure out what the rules are put out by these organizations. What makes them determine who's allowed, who's not, how do they come up with that? And then diversity, and by that I mean political diversity. Are conservatives welcome to the table? Can they have a dialogue with these tech companies? And we're grateful to the tech companies that have spoken with us, but that dialogue needs to increase. And we also want to encourage these companies to promote free speech. Our country very much values that. That's a huge ideal. So we really want to encourage that. We want these tech giants to acknowledge that and follow that. And we're not seeing that happening in these cases. So we really want to encourage that, even though they aren't regulated right now. They should want to live up to these standards. They should want the trust of the American people on this.